So, hi guys. I was just reading some notes on receiving energy and I wanted to share it with you. Okay. And receiving energy is an energy that I'm currently learning to master. I thought I did master it, but, and receiving energy is simply an energy of knowing. Knowing source got your back. And you enjoy the experiences of life while source is aligning everything in your favor. And these notes are so powerful, and I just had to share it with you guys. So let's run that back a little bit. Receiving energy is simply an energy of knowing source got your back and you enjoy the experiences of life while source is aligning everything in your favor. Now, the key to this energy is to keep it, to stay in that energy of total amazement, staying in the energy of always knowing you are receiving all the time. Knowing, just knowing that source is constantly wanting to and is providing everything you desire. It's granting your desires all the time. Not, but it's granting you desires that are not stemmed from lack. Remember that. So, Source wants you to go big. Source wants us to win as many trophies as we can, as many home runs. Source wants you to be big in whatever you want to do. Go be big in it. The feeling of winning your greatest achievements, the feeling of the joy you get when you win something, or like feeling like your wishes came true. Like that's source wants us to constantly have that feeling. Constantly have that feeling like, yo, everything is fucking great. Everything is aligning all the time, you know? And then receiving energy comes with a balance of stillness and flow. While in the stillness of knowing, everything is being divinely orchestrated, and Source is giving you everything you want. Source is giving everything you feel. Source is giving everything you think, you know, and you still have to take action, but action must be taken in flow. Action shouldn't be taken in force. Don't you shouldn't be forcing when you're forcing something, it's kind of out of alignment, and so you have to take action by going with the flow, and there are times when, a little off note topic right now, but there are times, when we've been in situations, we've been around people, we've been around, but we're just not in alignment anymore, and it becomes to feel like this forcing energy, and you just have to know to let go and go with the flow, you know, and flow with actions that feel aligned, flow with actions that feel good, keyword is not forced, sometimes you have to feel, so, and sometimes you'll feel to stop, which creates like let me turn this down a little bit. I do like the music in the background, but like sometimes you'll feel to stop, right? Back in notes now, which kind of worked out really well, but sometimes you'll feel to stop, which creates a weird shift for especially a doer like me, you know. But if you're aligned, even though you are aligned to be in stillness or like to stop for a second, you can still create because creating is taking action, you know. I'm creating this video. I am creating this video to share knowledge. Although I am sitting in my stillness, and I am in a place of where I need to be still for a second, I am aligned just the same, still enjoying the experience and still creating with the flow, not forcing, right? And creating comes in many forms: journaling, painting, music, a hobby, creating in stillness, flowing instead of forcing. Looks like journaling. It looks like this. You're called to stop, take a pause, maybe a day off or something like that, and then a friend says, hey, come out for brunch, right? And you're feeling to go hang out and you don't meet up with someone else. Then you meet up with someone who was like, presenting you with an opportunity, right? An opportunity that you desire, an opportunity that you didn't even know you desired, an opportunity that couldn't present itself unless you took that day off and then you had that friend invite you out, right? So sometimes life calls us to take a day off and go with the flow because we never know where it's going to go, right? And there you have it. You know, it's an opportunity that couldn't present itself unless you trusted in source and took a pause to flow. And there you have it. A pause to flow was created in stillness. And she smiles, for she now realizes in her stillness she can still do. In your stillness, you can still do. And I guess this is also a little guide, right, for a doer to sit and not do, but still do while living in gratitude, right? And there's this little quote that I wrote down by Buju Banton, and I'm going to end it here. It's easy to have the masses listen to you, but what will you say to them? It's easy to have the masses listen to you, but what will you say to them? So, see, today I decided to give you a little guide for you to just pause and go with the flow, right? Flow with the actions that feel aligned, flow with the actions that feel good, flow with those actions, by flowing, not forcing, because those are the aligned actions that we are to be taken, right? So, yes, trust in source. Receiving energy comes from a balance of stillness and flow, right? And remember that the universe constantly wants you in an energy of gratitude, happiness, that everything is always working out in your favor, you know? And remember, there is the yin and yang, okay? So there's times, yeah, you might bump your toe or some shit, and you might be like, what the fuck? And you go ahead, you could vent. You're allowed to have these action, these feelings. We go through things in life, but journal it out, figure out how you're going to, transmute that energy and get back into knowing that, okay, everything happens for your favor, right? Maybe you bump your toe that day to remind you to take it easy. Stop running too fast. Stop, maybe things happen to teach us. So remember, even in your obstacles and life situations and whatever you're going through, it's to teach you a lesson. Learn your lessons, enjoy the experience. And remember, source is always working everything out in your favor. And once you master that thought, life is great. I'm telling you, life is great even with the obstacles. You know what I'm saying? And I will be back. I will be back. And I hope you stay awesome. You stay magical because you are. Keep unlocking your magic. Okay? Yes.